Good. You ready? That's your butt. That was your butt. Okay, let's go. So today, the temperature is actually pretty mild. I think we're like high 30s, but there's no wind. So it's actually really comfortable out here. So we decided to come out this morning and work a little bit. So just FYI, most of my videos are gonna sit. Okay, so I'm gonna give her a little pressure. Sit. She got hyper focused. There we go. Most of my videos are going to be sit, done in the morning. Hi, Allie, sit. Thank you. Mostly because I tend to get better videos out of the dogs in the morning than in the evening. A lot of times when we work throughout the day, well, maybe not in the evening, but midday, as we're going through things and the dogs are doing well, then we get the camera out and it's inevitable they don't do well on camera. So what I found is morning videos, kind of working on or kind of reviewing what we did the day before, tends to be what gets recorded. So yesterday we did work a lot on walking inside. This is the first time we've done it outside, and she's doing very well. Let's go. She still needs a lot of practice. Obviously this is day 2, but for the most part she's walking next to me. She's on a nice short leash. What I'm looking for is no excessive tension. So a tiny bit of tension. What I've been doing is stopping or giving her a little tug. So right now it's very, very little tension, if any. When she gets a little bit too far ahead, we'll stop. Sit. Allie, sit. Thank you. And give her a little pressure up. Again, it's very little, not a lot of pressure at all. It's mostly just to get her attention back on me and off of whatever she's looking at in the woods, which seems to get her focus. I'm sure we've got some squirrels and little critters out there. Definitely have cats, that's for sure. But she's learning what let's go means. Let's go means come in my direction, pay attention. And she's starting to figure that out. Now, there's not a ton of distractions out here, so we'll be adding in distractions as we go. Those distractions will help her sit. Very good. Will help her start learning to hold commands or not pull or stay in a place when there's something going on, which are our distractions. Sit. Good. I know it's cold. I know. We're going to go back inside in a little bit and we'll come back out later. So that is what's going to help her improve. So once she knows the skill, which is what we're working on now, then we're going to start adding in distractions. Allie, sit. Also, just to let you know, you do not have to say her name before every command. What I'm finding is when I'm out here, she pays a little more attention when she hears her name first, versus when we're inside. Usually I can just say the command, sit. There, she did it that time. So the saying her name is an attention getting command, or part of the command. It's making sure she hears you, then you say the command. But what we want is her really to be listening to me all the time. So that's another thing I'm going to try to get you past, so you don't have to constantly say, Allie, do this, Allie, do that. I know, but you're doing so good. You are. Let's go. So as for the drooling and the kennel issues, she's much better in the kennel. She does bark periodically for 30 seconds or so. She still has not pottied outside for me, so she's still having accidents in her kennel. So every day she has an accident, make sure we get it cleaned up as soon as possible. So I'm still working on figuring out where she likes to go, what situation works best. So if you have any advice on she needs grass or sit, All right, let me give her pressure. Sit. Allie, sit. Sit. Thank you. It would be appreciated. Oh, I had the camera in the hand with my leash. So when she did that, it moved. Allie, sit. There we go. Very good. Yeah, because I would like to get her to go potty outside so she doesn't have to deal with any potties. The good thing though is, the good thing is when she does potty in the kennel, she's actually kind of putting it in a corner so she doesn't have to deal with it. And more often than not, I'm catching it and you can tell that it just happened like within a very short amount of time because it's still usually whatever it is intact, or it hasn't flowed anywhere. So that's a good sign. At least she's not having to wallow in her filth at all. We're trying to keep it as clean as possible. But yes, I would love to have some advice of where she likes to go. What situation does she not potty well with eyes on her? There are some dogs that are like that. Anything that'll help me getting her to go outside. I mean, we've just been outside for a half hour and nothing. I got nothing from her. So she didn't even, I even let her sniff in the woods and she just kind of sniffed and looked at me like, okay, I'm done. So that's what we've been working on. Obviously we've been working on a little bit of jumping. She's getting very springy. So she's doing that jump up to your face thing, but she's not necessarily touching you, which I think is very cute. But we're going to try to reduce the amount of jumping that she has been doing for attention, and I think that's exactly what it is. It's for attention. It's no other reason but to say, hi, I love you. Yeah, she's being very good. Can you sit? Yeah, can we sit? So we're going to give her pressure. Allie, sit. Thank you. I know. She's like, can we play now? So that's kind of where we're at this morning, and we'll see how things go and let you know how things go tomorrow morning with today's training.